Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I know it has been a while since I've been around, and that's just because your girl's just been going through life, okay? And I know a lot of y'all be like, so what, you going through life? Where the hell is the content? Y'all gonna let me struggle. Y'all are gonna let me feel my pain. No, I'm just playing, but it's just been a lot, and I finally decided that, you know what, I'm just gonna give it over to God. You know, you can't continue to worry about something that you've given to Him. Sometimes you gotta let Him fight that battle. So here we are. I'm going to be doing basically a get ready, because today I'm taking my kids out to trick or treat or trunk or treat, because you know it's safer during the pandemic or whatever. So I'll be taking them there. But I'm not getting dressed up. I really don't do holidays. If y'all know me, I don't do holidays. And normally when the holidays come around, I sometimes get like a little bit in my feelings and sad and depressed. And that's, oh, excuse me. And that's just because I don't have family. So sometimes like the holidays just aren't a good time for me. I'm a Grinch. What can I say? Also, I don't know if you guys know, but I've said it and I've kind of touched on it a little bit in previous videos, but I do have high functioning depression. So some days I just get sad, you know, like, and I be needing like a little bit of break. And besides, this is not really healthy, guys. Continuing to look at yourself all the time, you begin to critique yourself, you begin to see things that nobody else sees, and then it starts to bother you, and then you just can't upload. It's a whole shit ton of mess. So when you guys see me step back, it's not really because like I don't like doing it. It's just I'm starting to fixate on things that I really don't need to fixate on. So I take a step back, I regroup myself, and then I come back, and then yeah, here we are. But let's go ahead and jump in. I really don't know what look I want to do today, but I've been really loving having the darker crease and then going in with like a pop of color below on the crease. And it just comes out so amazing. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, feel free to head over to my Instagram. I posted a couple of videos that I thought I was going to upload. Like I've recorded them, but it just did not happen that way. But I'm here today. Okay, so to start, I normally use either the Makeup Revolution or the Wet n Wild pencil. I ran out of both and I have not been to Target. Oh my gosh, what the hell is going on? My elbows, they itching. What the hell? I think I'm at a... something. What the fuck? Okay, anyway, sorry. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. pencil today because this is just what I have lying around, and I've been kind of doing my brows a little bit differently, especially when it comes to cleaning them up. That I absolutely love the new way that I do it, because I feel like it still keeps them natural. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. At first I didn't like this pencil, but I feel like it might be dark enough. Before I was having to go in with like just a little bit of black on the edges to make them really pop, but I feel like this might work for me. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of talking today, y'all. I'm sorry, I don't have a story time. I'm just trying to get my feet wet, you know, that, and I'm trying to watch Love After Lockup at the same time as I'm doing my makeup. So I apologize in advance. It's just probably just not going to happen. The next video, though, I got y'all for sure. And then I just kind of take my spoolie. As you guys can see, I did not fill in the top of the brow. Kind of stopped doing that, like this part up here. And I just take the spoolie and just blend that out. I want more of like a gradient effect with my brows, where they go from light to dark, so I don't really fill them in. What you guys see me do is just fill in just like a little bit of the bottom portion. I'm talking about just like very little, not too much at all, and just blending that out. Take a little bit of the Fawn concealer. This is from LA Girl. I've really been loving them again. I think I need to start back getting into their products. And then I'm going to take the 420. This is by Fenty Beauty, and I'm going to conceal the top. So the Fawn is for the under eye. I think under eye because I can't talk. It's for the underbrow, because it just kind of gives you like a pop. I like a pop on my eyebrow a little bit. You know, like some people go in after they finish their eyeshadow and then they'll add like that brow highlight. If you do it with the concealer, you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I also want to tell you guys thank you so much for all of the love and support, the kind words that you guys have been sending me. Some of y'all been like, let's go, where's the content? Other people have been coming like, you know, we miss you. I miss y'all too. I just, for mental health reasons, I believe mental health is super duper important. You gotta take care of your mental health. You come first. So as much as I would love to be on here popping my shit, gotta get my mental together, okay? And once everything pans out the way that God has it in his plan, oh shit, I can talk, in his plan, I'm going to come back and I'm going to really elaborate on the things that I've been manifesting and the things that I want to happen. But until then, we here, okay? We working on it. Give me some time and I'm gonna be there. Okay, so let's use this. This is the fawn, because y'all know I could talk. So the thing that I've been doing lately is instead of going like here and cleaning all the way up like the beginning of the brow, I actually start kind of back a little bit. And then I just clean this part up. My brows do need to be arched, but don't judge me. Y'all know this is a no judgment zone. All judgers will be blocked. Okay, so I just clean that portion up. And I don't take it past that. And you guys will see, I feel like in my mind, it just comes out a lot better. Because it makes it still like natural, you know what I'm saying? But that's as far as I'm going to take that. Like that's it. I'm not going to clean up this part. Just keep it back here. Okay, so I'm going in with the 420, the Fenty concealer I told you guys about, and I'm going to clean the top, but we're going to do the same thing. I'm not going to take it all the way out. Okay, and that's it. Doing the same thing on the other side, but not taking it all in. And I feel like it just makes my brow look a lot smaller, because you know them boys is thick, okay? They is really really thick as is, but then it also keeps the beginning a lot natural up in here. I just like this way better. If you don't like it this way, you don't have to, but I'm just telling you what I do. Okay, and then you just blend all of this out. You guys know I use a Real Techniques brush if I can find it, because I can't find it. I don't know where the hell it is. I've moved my setup like 3 or 4 times, y'all, so we got stuff everywhere. Found it. So I'm gonna bring this color down. Just keeping it in place and bringing it down. And then blending that out. And it may look a little wonky right now, but I'm telling y'all, by the time we're done, they just look so much more natural. I was looking at them on the way home yesterday. I was like, that technique may work because they look good. Okay, so now that I've had time to think about it and figure out what I want to do, I actually got this palette on Amazon. This was one of my very first palettes that I ever freaking used. It is a Car Beauty palette. Actually, oh my gosh, me and Car go way big. Car's beauty stuff is really amazing. Y'all can tell how old this is. It's the ES15. I don't even know if they still sell it, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to use like these little burgundy colors over here, as well as a couple of these greens and maybe a green shimmer, maybe a little orange shimmer. I'm not sure, but I'm actually going to try to use this whole entire palette for this look. Not really sure how it's going to come out, but we're going to get started. So I want to start with the deeper colors and then just kind of work my way up. So y'all stay with me. Gonna start out with the burgundy color, and then we'll kind of go into maybe like a little bit of brown. I don't know. Just stay with me and see what happens, because I'm not really sure. So when it comes to this burgundy, I really just want to keep it right here. I found that any of like my darker shades where I want to create a little bit of depth, I just keep them right there before the arch, like not going past the arch of my brow, and they come out pretty scrumptious. But again, this is just the way that I do it, not the way that you have to do it, okay? So do whatever you want. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the lighter burgundy. So that was like a deeper burgundy. I'm gonna go in with the lighter one. I've been eating sunflower seeds, my bad. Probably got it everywhere. But I'm gonna go in with the lighter one and then just kind of build that right on top. But then I'm also taking this one a little bit further in. Lord, my children are fighting as always. Like, can y'all please? They went to a lock-in last night, and I promise y'all that was the only time I've ever received any type of peace. I picked them up at 7, and at 7:05 the fighting began again. Like, Lord have mercy. What in the world could be so like serious that you always gotta fight? I don't understand. And maybe because me and my brother had like a 6-year gap and they twins, maybe that's why they fight all the time. But I'd be like, can y'all please chill out? It would help me out so much if y'all would just chill. I used to work backwards where I would do the lightest shade and then go into like the darker shade, but I felt like I was wasting way too much product because I would use all that space to do the lighter shade and then just be covered up with a darker shade. So I was like, let's just stop doing that and just go in with the darker shade first and then just build up off of that. It's less product. Okay, so now we're gonna bring in a little bit of black, same palette. Just now, this right here, I'm only gonna work this on the end. I have a thing about black, but that's just me. I love it. Now, before I used to be like so afraid of it, but now I'm like, oh my gosh, I love black on the outer corners. It's like my signature, you know, like how every artist has their signature. This is kind of mine's, where I just keep a little bit of black right here, and I just feel like it just makes it pop so much more. And the way that I do my eyeshadows, they can be universal. You can use this with like any color combo and it's gonna be a hit. You know, this is the same technique that I use with all of my cut creases. So normally what I'll do is I'll start out with, like, as you guys seen, 2 colors. I'll do a darker one and then a lighter one, and then from there we'll go into the crease with a little bit of black. We'll cut our crease, and then on the actual lid portion we'll do 3-4 colors, maybe 2. It just doesn't matter. I do whatever I feel comfortable with. Okay, now I'm gonna use the same primer that we used to place down first, and I'm gonna cut my crease. I know a lot of people wipe their crease. I don't have time for that. Any type of any type of shortcuts I can take, that's what I'm gonna do. So I just apply this, and I use a fluffy brush. I prefer a fluffy brush, but then again, like, I don't really prefer like a really sharp cut crease. I just kind of do what I do when I do it type of thing. I always kind of tilt my head back. With tilting my head back, I feel like I can kind of see where I need to cut out, and that's what I do. I do not do full cut creases because I just don't like that they look, I don't know, it's like some people I feel like they can pull them off. Me personally, I just don't like them. I like more of a blended look, so I like the edges to be kind of blended into the actual colors that I'm going to be using, so I don't really use it. But if you guys want to, then you're more than welcome to do it. I'm just letting you guys know my process for doing it. And this is just simply a tap. The primer is super pigmented, so it doesn't take like a lot. As you guys can see, I literally use like a little bit and just kind of work it back and forth on the back of my hand. I mean on my eye. And then once you kind of get down pat like what your technique is going to be, how you like your eyeshadow, like I said, you can begin to kind of interchange those colors and it'll be perfectly fine. But you gotta first get your technique down. Once you get that down, you'll be fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in back with that burgundy, the lighter one, because we just need a pop of color to kind of give us a nice little transition from the black. So I'm going to take it on that same brush. I probably use like 3 brushes throughout this whole process, y'all, maybe 4. And I'm going to start inside of the black and just kind of pull forward. Not a lot, but just starting back here in that black and pulling forward. And as you guys can see, it begins to make a nice little transition. This one is very harsh, but this one is lighter. So it begins to make a nice little transition. And this is just like simple taps. It's literally me tapping into the black and just pulling forward like so, just to give me a nice little transition from one shade to the next. And I don't like it to look harsh, you know, like that's not my thing. Same thing on this side, tapping into that black and then just pulling it forward. And then just to bring a little bit more of that black in, I'm going to take it and I'm just going to push that right there into the corners. Nice little soft taps, nothing too major, but then it brings the depth back into my face or my eyes and just, I don't know, it just does something to it, you know, like it just makes it pop. I love black. I feel like without the black, my shadows just don't be popping as much as I would like. So just bringing that in and then kind of just flipping back and forth. When you want a very bomb cut crease, sometimes it does take a lot of back and forthness before you get it to where you want it to be, but you can make it happen, love. Okay, so I'm gonna use some of that orange that's in the same palette. I'm using the same palette, and I'm gonna begin to tap this on top. So whenever I'm not sure about which color I want to use, I love to just tap the color, because I feel like once I tap them, I can always just, you know, go over and erase them if I don't like it. Like I can just use a different shimmer, but it just kind of lets me know where I'm going. With the shimmer, I feel like also when you tap it, it just, I don't know, it kind of helps with the fallout and it makes it brighter. I don't know, I just don't like to rub them, especially when I'm trying to blend colors together. Rubbing is just not my thing. And I want to do like a little bit of green too. My color schemes are normally similar. I never know what colors go with what, but you know, like I kind of know like how I want my makeup to feel, if that makes sense. And so we just kind of go with the feel of things. Okay. And this is just a tap. And as you guys will see coming up when I start working with the green, you guys will see why we're tapping and not really rubbing. You guys will see the blendation of it all come together. Okay, in that same palette, they have a green using the same exact brush. And now I'm going to tap that right on top. But I feel like this green may be too deep. for what I'm trying to do. So I'm probably gonna go in and spice it up a little bit with a brighter green. But we're gonna use this, and this could actually be used as a little bit of a transition color before we actually put the lighter green on top. So as you guys can see, like, you can bring this in as much as you want to. I normally stop if I'm going to do another color, so I have enough room for all of the colors to be showing on my lids. But you guys can bring it in. If you guys wanted to bring the green all the way in, you can. If you wanted to bring that orange in a little bit further, you can. I just kind of do whatever comes to mind. And we're actually going to take away a little bit of that orange too, because I feel like it needs a little bit more burgundy to help with the blending. Okay, so here is the green portion, and then I'm going to go in with a lighter green right here in that space that I have left. You guys can really see it on this eye. It's not a lot of space, but I'm telling you, it's going to make the world of difference. Okay, so this is the only color. I promise I got to use a different color because they don't have no more greens in that palette. But I'm going to use this one. This color is bomb as hell. It is from the Lick and Lash Beauty palette, the Flamingo. That's what it's called, Flamingo palette, my bad. But it's, the owner is Lick and Lash. But the colors in here, I use these colors a lot, especially the shimmers. This one I'm probably going to use right here on that inner corner to give me a little bit of a pop. This color I absolutely love. I don't know what it is about this color, but this color is bomb as hell. But I'm probably going to use that just to give me a little bit more of a pop on the shadows. But every color in here is really, really bomb. If I could get to a point where I feel comfortable using pink, then I'll do that. But you guys know, I probably said this in a couple videos ago, fall is probably one of my favorite times because the colors are just busting. Okay, like, I just love the color scheme of it. So I'm going to take that lighter green, same brush, and all I do is just kind of wipe it off on like a paper towel or something. And we're now going to go a little bit over it just to make that pop a little bit more. And we really don't want to do like a whole bunch, because the worst thing that could happen is that you have these very dark fall colors and then bam, you have like a splash of bright ass green. That's just not going to work. I mean, it could work, but that's not the look I'm going for today. So we're just pushing that green off into there. And it's literally, when I get to this part of my eyes, I love to push, because I feel like it helps with this little part in here and kind of makes that nice and bright. I don't know how to explain it, y'all. I'm bad at explaining things, so I'm sorry. But I feel like this is just going to bring it to life. I love it. And then, like I said, we're going to go into that inner corner with that other color. Y'all gonna see it's going to come out really good. I love the way this looks right now. This is not what I had in mind. Y'all, I never ever do the looks the way that I have in my mind. I need to get better at that, but they never come out that way. Just, for whatever reason, they just don't. Okay, same palette, Card Beauty, and I am just tapping that red on top. Well, it's not really red, it's burgundy, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. So I'm just gonna tap that right there. Okay. And then probably just go in one more time with a little bit more orange. Like I said, when you guys are working with colors, shimmers, whatever, it's going to take a little bit. It's a blending process, so take your time. Okay, so let's go in with that green color. And we're just going to apply that right here in the corner so it gives us an extra pop. Y'all see how that just lit that thing up? Yeah, y'all, that's what we want, like a little bit of a pop. Look at that, look at that, it just lit it up. It just lit it up. Okay, yes. Oh my goodness, I think I just inhaled some of that. The fallout went through my damn nose. Ugh. But anyway, it's popping. Okay, the greens are living. I'm living for them. They look great on top of each other. They look amazing. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a little 𝔼𝕪𝕖𝕤. This is my favorite primer. If you guys have not gotten this primer, if you have oily skin, definitely try it and see if you like it. I like to now focus it, before I would put it all over my face. Now I like to really just focus it on my T-zone. Any place that I get oily, I love to just put it there because, I mean, that's what it's for. It's supposed to match you. But yeah, this is what I do. And then I'm going to color correct. And I finally got some red instead of using red lipstick. The ghetto, honey. A white refrigerator. Instead of using that, I finally got the LA Girl red color corrector. So I'm able to use that to color correct my skin. So I've already color corrected. I used the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I'll show you guys just so you know. Use this one. And then from there, I love to go in with my Honey, the Fenty Beauty, to set my concealer all in place, just so it doesn't move. Not really concealer. I mean, it is a concealer, but it's like a color corrector. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But I like to set it all in place just so it does not move, okay? And this also helps to create like a nice little barrier, especially for my oily skin girls. I'm looking for my brush, y'all. I can't find it. But especially for us, if our oil kind of like peeks through a little bit, it'll have to go through this barrier before it actually shows up on our skin. So we got two barriers. We got the matte, and then now we're gonna go the matte primer. Sorry, we got the matte primer, and then now we're gonna go in with the setting powder. So it's just gonna set it. Okay, so gonna set it in place. Okay, so I'm gonna mix both of my foundations. I'm gonna mix the NARS mixed with the Anastasia. Anastasia is a little bit too light for me, even though they say this is my color. I don't know, girl. She does oxidize. I'm gonna give it to her. She does oxidize, but it just takes way too damn long for you to oxidize. Anybody got time for that? So I'm gonna mix it with the NARS. The NARS is like my second favorite compared to Fenty. Fenty would have to be the first favorite, okay? And the reason why Fenty is the first favorite is because it is matte. It dries down matte, and it's also like 95%. I wouldn't, yeah, 95% mask proof. Okay, because when I wear my mask, it rarely comes off. I still got a lot at the end of the day. NARS is in the close second because she lays great during the day. However, when you put on that mask, baby, she is coming off. Okay, it is all over the mask. It is everywhere. So that's why she's a close second. This one, Anastasia, you know you could do better with this. Okay, even in comparison, look, and they don't even look like the same tone. Let me see, because Fenty looks a little light too, but Fenty's really good, you see? So all of them compared together, whatever. Fenty is my color, NARS is my color, and then Anastasia, we got some work to do. Okay, so now we've already applied our under eye highlight. I have on a smidget of contour, and I'm just going to blend this out. The contour is from Black Radiance, and I just blend out. Our highlight is still the LA Girl Fawn concealer. Nothing too major. Still that fawn concealer and just blending. I don't do my forehead. I prefer the forehead to be contoured with, what is that? The Fenty Beauty. I just feel like it gives me a nice little glow, so I prefer that instead of like the harshness. So when I do the harsh contour on my cheeks, I feel like it just gives me more of a what do you call that, like more cheekbone-ness. I don't know, y'all know I don't know how to explain this shit, but that's what it is. Okay, okay, so now I'm gonna set with my Honey setting powder. It's definitely one of my favorites. Actually it is my favorite. And then Fenty Beauty is a close second. So this is what I'm going to set with. I'm going to set all of my concealer anywhere that I highlighted with this stuff. Okay, so now that I baked with the honey as well. I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty. This is the 460 I was telling you guys about at the beginning of the video. It is a foundation, but I definitely use it to bronze and just kind of set my contour in place because I love the way it just kind of makes my skin gives a warmth to my skin. Normally when I deal with bronzers, even the Fenty Beauty bronzer, something that is made for bronzing, it makes me look red, and I don't know why. I've expressed that in other videos. A lot of the bronzers that are out now for darker women are extremely red, and I don't want to look red. I want to look brown. I want to look like a little Teddy Graham. So here we are, and like I said, I did not contour my forehead because I wanted to use this bronzer on my forehead, and as you guys can see, it just warms up the skin. Like, I absolutely love it. I think it is great. It's just, oh, it's just so warm, and I feel all warm and fuzzy, and that's what I want when I do my makeup. I want to be warm and golden and just bomb, and this is what that gives me. So this is the Fenty Beauty I was telling you guys about. It is super red. However, I am going to use this as my blush. So not so much as a bronzer to warm up the skin, but definitely as a blush. I like it as a blush because it does add a little bit more, I don't know, like my skin doesn't seem as flushed, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to use that to just warm up that skin over there. And here lately, I used to not like blush, but here lately I have been on a blush train, just really loving the blush. I also wanted to use this one because it is a deep red, and I felt like it would totally go with the theme of today, which is like very fallish vibes. You know, just autumn season, looking great and nice and dark. I don't know, y'all know I never know. I'll just be talking shit, but here we are. And I like that you can build this, so it's definitely buildable before you get it to where you want it to be. Like, if you guys wanted to stop, you could. That is one thing I really like about the Fenty products, is that you are able to build with these products. Like, even the foundation, you guys can continue to go in with the foundation until you get it to where you want it to be. I just feel like for me, one coat is good, but I mean, for you that may not be. But yeah, just the warmthness of that, you guys see, like, you guys can build that up as much as you want to make it as warm as you would like. I really like that. If you guys have made it here, make sure you guys subscribe. We are almost done. I'm getting ready to do my lips, and yeah, that's it. You guys know this is my favorite pencil. I'm actually running out, and I went to Ulta the other day and they did not have any more of these. Well, I didn't really look, like I kind of like glanced at it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really look at it too much, but they didn't have any more, so I'm a little bit sad. I'm hoping that they did not discontinue this product. This is actually a eyeliner, but I choose to use it as a lip liner because for brown women it is just sometimes very hard to find colors that are very dark for us. So I'm going to be using this. This is the, I didn't even tell y'all what it was. I did all that talking, didn't tell y'all what it was. My bad. This is the LA Girl Perfect Precision Pencil, and it's in the shade dark brown. It might even be in the shade brown. I'm not sure, but I believe it's dark brown. Nope, it's in the shade brown. I just looked at it. It's in the shade brown. So we're going to use this to just line our lips. Okay, so I'm gonna use like this little off-brand, I don't know, I think I got this at Ulta, don't give me the line. It's like a little gloss though. It is, let me make sure, it's by Essence. Oh my goodness, Essence has some really cheap products. Only thing I've ever used there was the lip liner, and it was okay. I just really prefer what do you call that, the LA Girl, but Essence has some really cheap products. So I just take this on my lips. And I used to, like, you know, push them together and just really, you know, make sure that they are matte or whatever, but I don't do that anymore. Just using this to apply it. Like I used to black, you know, that I don't do that because I feel like it just kind of takes away too much, and that's not what we want. Well, at least that's not what I want. So we just do it on the center, and that gives us like a little bit of a gloss look. Now you guys can stop here. I do like a little bit more of like a pink tone to mine, so then I go in with my concealer. Not all the time do I do this, just doing it for today, but I'm gonna go in with my concealer, and this is supposed to be a color corrector, but I really like it for my lip color as well. And this is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser, and it's in the shade Brightener. So it's supposed to brighten your under eyes, but it brightens my lips, so that's why I use it. And we just apply it. And at first it's gonna look like a lot, but you guys can tone this down by just adding a little bit more liner to this. Or if you like it this bright, you can just stop here, but I'll go in with like a little bit more liner. And I do the gloss first. Oh, excuse me, I had seafood and I'm like burping shrimp. I had shell shack, it's so good. But so I do not the liner, I do the gloss first, because I feel like the gloss, once you do the concealer is supposed to dry very matte, and so I don't want like a matte look. So I feel like when you do the concealer after you do the gloss, it kind of helps with just retaining moisture. So to me, it's just better to do it that way. But you guys can do it whatever way that you want. I'm just teaching y'all the way that I do my makeup. It's not the way that you guys have to do yours, just simply the way that I do mine. But then the lips are done. Like I kind of like mine to be like a little ombre effect, nothing major. So from there, we're going to finish blending out, and then we're going to be done with this look. If you guys have made it here, once again, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Okay, so now let's go in and just blend everything out. And these are just light taps of blending. I like to lightly tap. I don't like to just push off, because I feel like when you set everything the way that you want it to look, so it's no point in you rubbing it all off. That kind of defeats the purpose. Oh, and that darker color I had sitting down here, that I baked with down there, that is the Beauty Bakery. That is in the shade, let me make sure I tell you guys right, it's in the shade Almond or Chestnut. It says almond parentheses chestnut, so I don't know. But I really do like that, and actually use it on my forehead as well. So I feel like lately I've been trying new things. I told you guys that. So what I've been doing is I've been baking with the honey under here. Sorry, I don't mean to flick you guys off. I've been baking with the honey under here, which provides a brighter highlight. Okay, so then when I bake with the chestnut or the almond down here, it still gives you a highlight, but it's not as bright, and it just kind of helps with the whole entire look. All right guys, so here we are. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I decided to kind of pair my eyeshadow look with a shirt, which is kind of similar in color. I used to watch America's Next Top Model as a kid, and they used to always say never ever match your eyeshadow with your outfit, because it's a major faux pas. Honey, we are in 2021. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, because America's Next Top Model had a lot of fucking issues back in the day. So it was a lot of shit that y'all shouldn't have been doing, y'all was doing, but whatever. So I'm gonna do whatever I want. I think it's very cute. I think this is giving very much date night, whatever you want to guys do, but it's in the fall realm, right? Like it's totally giving me fall. And I was not like a fan of this when I first put it on. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but now that it's all come together, that green in that inner corner is hitting. I hope that it shows on camera so you guys can see it. And I want to let you guys know that I am getting back to recording. Just give me some time, y'all. It's been a hell of a couple weeks. Like the last couple weeks have been hell on wheels for me, but guess what? We are praying women, and we're gonna make this through. Okay, we're gonna make it through. There you go. Yeah, we're gonna make it through. God has a way of working everything out. And I used to hear this saying back when I was going through things, that this older lady used to always tell me. She used to say, why pray if you're gonna worry? So we are done worrying about it. Okay, we've prayed about it, and everything is going to work out. I cannot wait to share the news with you guys. I just have some things in the works. I have things that I really want to, you know, be able to accomplish this year. I told you guys in the last couple videos that buying a house was definitely one of them. But just some other things that I really want to accomplish. So once those things come to fruition, I will definitely come back on here and let you guys know about that. But make sure you guys stay tuned. Like I said, I am going to start recording a little bit more. I feel like I have my recording set up down. I say that all the damn time. All the time. I say it so much, but I feel like now I think I have it where I want to be. But I also told you guys in the beginning of the video that sometimes it's really hard to continue to record makeup videos all the time and constantly put yourself in the line of fire to be criticized. Okay, it's extremely hard. Because not saying like I give a damn about what nobody thinks, because bitch, I don't. I mean, stuff starts to really get to you. Yes, the positive comments are amazing. I want to thank you guys. Did I already thank you guys? If I have not thanked you guys, I am so sorry. I want to thank you guys so much for all of the positive love and light you guys have been sending me, letting me know that I'm inspirational, because sometimes I don't feel inspirational. I feel like I'm just a regular chick, you know? So the fact that you guys are letting me know that I'm inspirational and that I am helping you guys. When I first started my YouTube channel, the goal was only to just be able to help one person, and just learning makeup as I do makeup. So we were going to learn together, and the fact that we are learning together, it means so much to me. I thank you guys so much for being a support system for me, because I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but I don't have family, and so I feel like you guys are my family. And speaking with you guys, I know like certain people comment all the time, and I be like, thank you. Like, I know who you is, girl. Hey girl, hey girl. Like, I know a couple of y'all comment all the time, and so just being able to get to know you guys is really, really amazing. The fact that you guys continue to support me, I know I can be a lot, okay? I do. I know I can be so much, but the fact that you guys are still here and we're still growing every single day, I can't thank you guys enough for the support that you guys give me. Okay, you guys aren't gonna make me emotional because my makeup is too cute. You're not gonna make me emotional, but I feel like I'm getting ready to cry. I don't mean to cry, I'm just really in an emotional state. Y'all know I'm a thug, okay? Thugs be crying too every once in a while. But I really wanted to take the time to say thank you guys. Sometimes you really don't understand, or you really don't know that just thanking somebody could really do a lot of good. As I stated, I have not been in the best place, and it's nothing major. Like, somebody could see this and be like, you know, that battle you're going through is very easy compared to somebody else's battle. But as I stated before, I do suffer from high functioning depression, and I'm not even gonna say I suffer from it because the bitch is still bad. I just have my moments, you know. And it is something that I'm in therapy for. I always encourage you guys to do therapy and do whatever you guys need to do to make sure that your health is number one. Yeah, anyway, I've talked too long. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.